The following segment is sponsored by Smith Injury Law and 300hurt.com.
If you're ever injured in an auto accident, there are several factors that could drive up the settlement, like if the other driver was drinking. But it's important to know, even if the accident is someone else's fault, you can hurt your own case by making certain mistakes. Attorney Richard Smith is here from Smith Injury Law. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Margaret.
First question, delaying your medical treatment. You say that's a big mistake to avoid, isn't it?
Definitely. The longer you wait to get medical treatment, the more likely the insurance company is going to say, well, we don't believe that the medical treatment that you received is related to the accident. And you also don't want gaps in treatment. You don't want to start treating and then stop for several weeks or months and then try to start back up. Those kind of things affect your case, definitely.
Right. When somebody hurt in an accident can also hurt their case if they fail to report all their injuries. What do you see happening there?
Well, that happens quite a bit when you go to the doctor. You're not used to just going from head to toe and reporting every part of your body that is actually injured. But what happened is, let's say you've got a knee injury and a back injury. If you go to the doctor and you just talk about your back or just talk about your knee, I've seen records where the doctor assumes that the back or the knee is now healed. And then that will affect your case negatively too. So basically, whenever you see the doctor after a car accident, you need to tell them every single time what's hurting and don't leave anything out, because they will assume that if you don't mention it, that means it's not hurting.
Absolutely. So it's always worth mentioning. And finally, you've seen cases where the insurance company tries to settle before the patient is released by the doctor. What do we need to know about that?
Big problem there also, because what they will do then is, once you start negotiating with the insurance company, if you don't settle the case, they will now treat every other doctor's visit that you go to as you're trying to just run up medical bills. I've had them say it over and over again. Hey, you didn't like our offer, so now you're going to go back to the doctor and run up medical bills. And that's not what typically happens, but they will make that argument every time. So once you start negotiating with them, they're considering you done. And if you keep going to the doctor, if you have more problems, they're going to ignore those.
All right. Well, these are several reasons why just having an experienced, knowledgeable attorney in your corner really matters. Your practice areas include personal injury, workers' compensation, car and truck collisions, and Social Security disability claims. So talk to us about what somebody can expect when they work with you at Smith Injury Law.
Well, the first thing is you're going to get to speak to your lawyer. It's somebody that you can talk to, not just somebody you see on TV. And we help our clients go through every aspect of the case, make sure they get the proper medical treatment, and make sure they're getting their property damage taken care of. We also help on the workers' comp side, make sure they get their weekly checks, make sure their doctors are authorized to treat them. We just are very hands-on, we're very involved, and we help them through this difficult situation that they're in, because nobody is prepared to deal with a serious injury, whether it's a workers' compensation claim or car accident.
Well, you're great at walking people through all these situations, making it make sense, and they can contact you by calling 300hurt or visiting 300hurt.com. Richard Smith of Smith Injury Law, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Margaret.